Hey, what's going on, guys? MindaQ7B here. Welcome back to the episode of NASCAR Thunder 2004. This is episode number 106 today for Season 5 of the Pop Secret Microwave Popcorn 400 at Rockingham. And in case you haven't missed the last episode, we had a really wild race altogether anyway. We had a couple skill issue moments here and there, but we ended up getting the I think we ended up getting the W there, and I forgot to say this, but ode to joy, because that's actually what my catchphrase is when we win the race. Of course, you got to do the little ode to joy fanfare each time we win, because that's just the key thing on the channel, in case you haven't noticed. Anyway, speaking of not of winning, Tony Stewart is not doing that right now, because apparently he is now 106 points back of Dale Earnhardt Jr. I guess he had a slow pit stop on that first caution where I had my little skill issue moment, unfortunately. So hopefully he can get something done. And Bobby Labonte's been really quiet though too. He's still hanging around there in P9. He was running great at Rockingham earlier this season. He should have won the damn race, but no, he lost it to Mark Martin. I believe so. Am I right about that one? Was it Mark Martin? Yeah, it was Mark Martin. But anyway, we have the daytime paid scheme once again. Our prestige went up a little bit. And honestly, well, MBNA's been pretty happy so far. I mean, I don't blame anybody. I don't blame the JGR with giving me the MBNA sponsorship at all. I mean, they've been happy. Everyone's been happy, honestly. I don't know about Joe Gibbs himself, but everyone at MBNA's been happy. Crew's been happy. You know, this was Coy Gibbs' old crew, or was this Mike Bliss's? I forget what I said in the introduction video, but yeah, this was his old crew. They seem to be very happy with everybody. Of course, Matt Marsh been excellent crew chief so far this year. Can't thank him enough. Of course, we can't forget enough the other builders as well. Yeah, I think they have a name on the first name and last names. Yeah, they have Mike Reed as the chassis builder, Billy Jackson as the engine, and Rod Banks as the fabricator. Oh, as for the bodies, anyway. Speaking of, we should probably get back to work, actually. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to work on, honestly. Yeah, because there's, like, one chassis I kind of want to use for Rockingham. It might be this one, actually. It's either that or Homestead. I don't think we're going to do well at Homestead at all in any way. Yeah, we're going to have to just only repair these things for the time being. I'm pretty sure their skill levels are going to increase when we re-sign everybody, because I'm pretty sure we can do that at this point. Let's see, what can we do for engine? Well, we can overhaul that one, but we can also overhaul this one to make it 78 as well. I guess we'll overhaul this one. I guess it kind of needs it more. 2 races. The other one we're just going to repair. As for the bodies, though, this one's going to be a little sketchy. Which one I want to do? We might do... Well, this one goes to 69, which is indeed nice, but... Yeah, we got this one being built in about 4 races time. I guess we could just overhaul this one anyway. Oh, this one's 379. I forgot how much they cost. Yeah, thankfully the shop edition, I know this intro has been getting off and long enough as it is. The shop edition is going to come within about 7 races from this point forward, so that's really good there. Anyway, as I said before, the daytime paint scheme for today. We're going to have a new paint scheme, don't worry. After we do our Lightning Challenge videos, of course, we got to do the little silly season reveal and all that stuff, like as the Daytona 500 episode. Right after we do the Legends Lightning Challenges, because that's going to be another separate video before the new silly season, just like as traditions. Yeah, I'm not so sure which one I want to do next. I know I kind of want to save one for Homestead. I want to save one for Rockingham. I kind of want to use this one, actually, and just have the other one for Homestead, I suppose. And, or maybe we could just save one for Daytona as well. I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter, I guess. Or at least I don't think. I mean, for Daytona, we could probably use this chassis. It doesn't really matter about the tire grip, really, at all. Or at least not too much. Alright. I am... probably going to save this one for Daytona. This is probably going to be our Daytona 500 engine. We're going to use this one instead. Or maybe not. We could actually probably try to get away with this one, actually, as well. But if we don't damage the engine too much, we should be okay. As for the body work, though, I guess we could just go with the less downforce one. We could just, yeah, 74 car rating. I'm sorry, this intro's enough long enough as it is. Let's just get on with it at the Rock. Sorry for the long intro there. There was just a lot of talk about for the upcoming season and all that. Of course, the next couple upcoming plans for the next couple of NASCAR Thunder 2004 videos, not even the Pokemon videos, and that's its own separate thing. But yeah, I made a few tweaks to the setup, even a gear ratio change once again, because that helped us out in Phoenix quite a bit, actually. And I think it seemed to help us out a little bit here as well in Phoenix as well. I gotta probably think about adjusting the gear ratios more often. Anyway, looking good. Yet another pole by 4/10 over our teammate Tony Stewart and a random Kenny Wallace starting spot as well. I love this game with the qualifying format. It's just dumb. Anyway, race time.
We're live from the North Carolina Speedway, otherwise known as the Rock side of today's NASCAR race, the Pop Secret 400, right here on MRN. What can you tell us about this track, Barney?
Well, this track is deceiving to drivers who are new here. It's wide and fast in most places, but in the corners, they'll have to slow up more than they expect. Otherwise, the wall will sneak up and bite them on the exit, especially in turn 2.
The 56 car has been mixing it up with some other drivers on the racetrack.
Every driver in Winston Cup has had a bit of trouble on the racetrack at one time or another. As long as they keep their composure, everything should work out okay.
Kevin Harvick accomplished an incredible feat in 2001. He won the Busch Series championship while competing full-time on the Winston Cup circuit.
To race all those miles
the
and be as good as he
bushwhacker
was is simply amazing. I'm sure the extra track time helped him, but you just get tired racing like that every weekend.
Stanton Barrett has been struggling at the speedways this season.
Yeah, I really feel bad for those guys this season. They come to these tracks and work so hard, but they just never seem to get the car exactly right.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
And what I mean about the OG Bushwhacker thing is because, well, you know, if it weren't for, you know, Dale Sr. unfortunately passing away back in 2001, you know, Harvick would have been the 30 car, and, you know, not as like the rebranded 29 that we see today, or anything like that. But, yeah, he had to do a hell of a lot of driving, though, in that year, 2001. Like, I'm sure he had been aching after that year. But anyway, now today, he's going to be retiring after the end of this year. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss Harvick, honestly, a lot. He's definitely carrying Stuart Haas on his back. I mean, I wonder how, maybe that's why he's retiring, because his back keeps breaking for a long time. He has to carry Stuart Haas. Anyway, enough roasting teams. Let's get on with it. 98 laps here at the Rock, at Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Ham Speedway. And Kenny Wallace is already trying to go for second, but we already know that pace is not going to last very long, as he kind of hold up Tony Stewart a little bit. And actually, we're going to let Kenny Wallace go by. What? No, we can't let that happen. We can't let this moving chicane of a driver always getting in our way. And we will now pull away from the rest of the field because Kenny Wallace wants to do Kenny Wallace things and just qualify very well. But unfortunately, Dale Jr. is going to go right around Tony Stewart after he just started in P2. It looks like Stewart is now already down to P5. Not a good start once again, but honestly at this point, if Joe Gibbs is probably going to have to hope for a miracle and have a Dale Jr. blow up at some point in this race. That's just the only way I can see this happening. And also, slight correction. Yeah, I only had 9 wins actually this season. Yeah, we're definitely having the Ryan Newman 2003 experience when it comes to our wins or anything like that. Like we definitely did not have the consistency this year to compete for a championship, but definitely next year though we will be in the hunt for this sort of thing for sure. I think we have the tire grip to do so, but it's actually kind of the part of the reason why I didn't want to do any of the tire grip upgrades, because we're running so well right now, and I want to keep it as realistic as possible in terms of the win ratio of a certain driver. I would say I don't know, I don't want to tie the win ratio with Jeff Gordon with the modern era record of 13 wins per season, or even succeeded, like having like 20, like other YouTubers have like 25, 26 wins per year. That's why I've been kind of like holding back with the tire grip, because I don't want races to where I can win by like 35 seconds. I mean, Texas and Chicagoland are kind of unavoidable. I'm sure even with the default setup for Texas, I could still win by a long shot. As for Chicagoland, I don't know. That was just a setup I pulled out of my ass the first season. I just said, huh, this is actually doing pretty good. Let's just use this for the next couple seasons. And sure enough, it's been successful there. Yeah, this setup so far has been feeling a lot better compared to what I started with anyway. Oh, Labonte's finally bringing his speed back to the table. He's in the top 5 as well. Good, go on, son. Or, friend, teammate. Some more laps have gone by, and I'm assuming that yeah, Tony Stewart kind of went around Jeff Gordon there, so it's back to P3 for Tony Stewart. Yeah, we definitely don't want to let Junior go by to get another 5 points on Tony Stewart. I mean, Stewart did lead some laps, but it was just that caution or whatnot, that little skill issue I had at Phoenix, really kind of set him back quite a bit, though. But the sheer consistency of Dale Earnhardt Jr. and like Tony Stewart, like at like the end game season, like I don't know what it is, but their performances just get boosted like a ton. Like it's just honestly a bit absurd. Like no one can be this consistent. Like a normal championship season is about, I think I want to say 52, maybe 5100, and that's if they have a really, really good season. As our front tire starts to get worn after 13 laps. Like I think Junior and Stewart both have like 54 or 5300 points respectively. Like even Jeff Gordon's doing really well too, but it's just Jeff fucking Gordon. I'm surprised he hasn't won that many races actually this whole playthrough. I think he only won like 6-7 times in his whole playthrough. Yeah, I'm just so shocked that I have yet to see like certain drivers go to victory lane, like Sterling Marlin, well, I can't say Matt Kenseth. Kurt Busch is another one. I'm just shocked I haven't seen the victory lane. I mean, Jimmy Johnson, to be fair, we kind of stole away like a win or two from him.
23-19. Attaboy. Keep it smooth.
Yeah, I just feel like for some reason on the Legend difficulty, the speed is just so much more spread out. But on Rookie difficulty, it's actually more close together, so you can get some decent like amount of winners or whatnot. I mean, I don't play on Rookie difficulties. That's probably why there's no issues with the AI or whatnot. Because if you play on Rookie difficulty in Thunder 04, like the incidents just happen like crazy compared to like Thunder 04, where they almost never happen. Like it took like what? How many episodes? Like about 100 and some, just for an incident at Charlotte that wasn't even my own doing. Or was that the Coke 600? I think, no, that was the Coke 600 that did that. Where they wrecked by themselves. It only took 100 and some episodes. That's like over a couple thousand laps. Like maybe just sub of like 7,000 laps total for one AI to make a mistake. And that was Kevin Grubb of all people, because he's a scrub in the 11 car.
Gas tank is at half.
So judging by the fuel load, we could kind of go maybe 35, 36 laps. I mean, the pace is going to fall off a little bit because of the tires, of course, as well. Of course, we could do the old clutching thing, like, well, where we shift down and shift back up quickly at the same time. I mean, we did that quite a bit at Michigan, but I mean, I love Rockingham. I always wanted to win one of these races here, but now I think we have the car, but we actually do it. Oh my goodness, Junior, just stop, dude, stop. All right, so the only way we're probably gonna gain point, like, make sure. Oh, we have a smoker as well. Who's it be? Oh, well, that's a shame. I was just talking about Jimmy Johnson not too long ago, and there he is. And once again, Greg Biffle being disrespected by the game. I wish there was a way I could mod this game specifically. I know in Thunder 03 you can kind of do mods. I made a community post about that a few days ago. Like a few days ago, maybe about a week ago. About is it possible to mod the game itself? Because I've seen a post on Reddit about that. About having to mod the game files, like the driver ratings a little bit, the aggression rating or whatever on some drivers. And of course you could change the drivers themselves, which is what I'm trying to think of. Because that's what I kind of want to do for, you know, if I were to do a Thunder 03 mod, showcase or like a mod, like playthrough, career mode anyway, I want to do that. But I also want to take over a certain driver for like the entire career mode. Like for instance, instead of having like the 56 or whatnot like I normally have, and I'm probably going to have that as well for my F123 playthrough, once my computer can finally stop being worked on. Stupid freaking people that are taking so long to do one or two things. But then again, I can't do anything right either. How to put all one unit together, because I am incompetent. I kind of want to take over the 55 like Bobby Hamilton's car, because I am a huge Bobby Hamilton fan. But I also might keep Bobby Hamilton on the team and have the Schneider Electric car, but on the 33 instead of the 55 for one thing. And just say, screw you, Mike Wallace or Joe Nemechek that's there. I mean, Joe Nemechek was actually in that mod showcase I happened to find where he was driving the 26 for Haas Carter. And yeah, I kind of want to do that as well. Like keep like Joe Nemechek on in there. Yeah, I've been wanting to go do that as long as I can remember though. Like to do a mod, like mod Thunder 03 or whatnot. Honestly, I would have a fun time doing it. Like edit all the paint schemes like that too. Excuse me, David Green. Speaking of David Green, I would probably put him in. Like I would put the whole Bruco Motorsports team in there as well. I mean, they did make a Cup start once before. Only once though. But what if they were to actually be a Cup team? And oh my God, the right front is very, very worn. Okay, you're not wanting to kill me anymore. Okay, good. Tires are pretty much dead. The right front's pretty dead. I hope it doesn't blow out by the time they go to pits, which is probably lap 33, 34. Probably about like normal. We still have about a four second lead over Dale Earnhardt Jr. though. We're just riding away with this thing. Wait, Rocky Perry. Hey, that's my nickname. Don't do that. Don't take my nickname. Well, that's your actual name, Rocky. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just call you Dwayne. Dwayne the Rock Perry. I mean, kind of fitting you're at Rockingham as I nearly lose the car. I guess it makes kind of sense that, hey, my name's Rocky Perry, I'm at The Rock. Yeah. No, your name is now Dwayne. Your name's now Dwayne Perry. Dwayne The Rock Perry. That's your nickname. The Rock. I'm Rocky, you're The Rock. Dwayne The Rocky Perry. Imagine if that was actually Dwayne Johnson driving that car instead. Like Dwayne The Rock Johnson in the 143. O'Reilly Auto Parts Ford. I'm getting bored. I'm just trying to make it as entertaining as possible, but it's kind of hard to do when you have a 4.5 second lead over Dale Earnhardt Jr. Aw, speaking of 4.5, that's what I have. Aw, Jerry Nadeau about the lap too. That's unfortunate. So it does look like we have to go to pit stop soon. So I'll cut out until we do. Okay, they said the fuel tank is almost empty. My frames are dying. Pretty typical race so far. Well, except for just me leading every single lap. We're probably gonna have to come down the pit road this time. And oh my God, hold on, let me fix something. All right, that fixed it. Speaking of, yeah, I'm not risking it. We're gonna have to come into a really congested pit road. This is not what I wanted to see at all. No adjustments actually. So unfortunately, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is gonna lead that lap. Yeah, we're gonna have to come on in. All right, so we might have 1 or 2 laps fresher tires than Dale Earnhardt Jr. anyway. So he'll have to come down pit road pretty soon as well. There's Jeff Gordon. He had the idea too. I think I see Tony Stewart back there as well. There's the shitface who we punted away as well. All right. I was afraid we were going to lose more time on pit road with the congested pit road. That worked out a lot better than I thought it would be actually. Really nice to see. Oh, I forgot how loose of a pit exit this track can be sometimes. Did we just lose some time to Jeff Gordon or something? I think that's him behind me. No, that's Joe Nemechek, the 25, I think. Yeah. All right, so we're fine. All right, we got some more leaders coming down pit road just as there are a few laps have cycled by. Labonte's in too. Go on, buddy. All right, so that was Dale, I think, is coming out of the pits. Yeah, he was already in the pits. Okay, interesting. So we just gained some time on Dale Jr. for sure. We just gotta have to get around this traffic as best we can now. There's gonna be a lot of traffic, and then there's everyone's favorite Luke chicane coming down the pit road finally. I'm not sure if that's the second lap being lapped down or not, but he will be at some point. As we're up to P2, and we're now leading the race. Wait, who was that I just passed for the lead? That was Labonte, followed by, or something like that, followed by Jeff Burton. That'd be dope if Labonte were to finish in second, though. I mean, he came in second already in this Rockingham race earlier in the year. But we have a lot of traffic to work through right now. Yeah, he's not in the top 5 anymore. Sad. Neither is Tony Stewart. What happened to him? Where did he go? Where did Tony Stewart go? He's in P6. He must have lost a lot of time, like even like to Bobby Labonte too. Wow. All right. So Junior only led that one lap just to get 5 points, and just said screw it. So I might have tried to go one more lap, honestly, but it probably would not have worked well in our favor. Oh my gosh, Jeff Green. I know you're trying to be a Luke chicane for Dale Jr., but just give it up, man. Well, I see Labonte up to P5. I guess he's not doing Tony Stewart any favors or whatnot. I mean, I think at this point, I think Joe Gibbs Racing just kind of gave up on that because I think I'm not sure if I was just because it was just too much of a liability. Well, I kind of was, especially at Atlanta, where I wanted it all for myself. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, Joe Gibbs Racing has been kind of not put themselves together. Oh, now it's Mark Martin back in P5 as Rusty Wallace will unlap himself. He might be retiring this year. I don't know. Some people retire after a certain year or whatnot as well. Like sometimes Ricky Rudd would retire, Rusty Wallace would retire. Sometimes Terry Labonte would also retire. Dale Jarrett too, which I really don't want to happen because I like the little rivalry that we have with Dale Jarrett. Honestly, I really like the little thing, little shtick or sideshow that we have. I think it's one of the more things that I'm just glad that happened because it actually keeps the videos some sort of somewhat interesting. I mean, we did kind of crapped on Dale Jarrett at Phoenix. We even rubbed it in a little bit too to be a little bit more obnoxious anyway. But that's just how we are, especially us Phillies fans though, like any Philadelphia fans. Oh, speaking of Philadelphia related stuff, instead of doing the midnight green like we've been doing the last 2 years, especially since football's kind of over, if we go to Pocono again, I might do the Phillies red this time instead of the midnight green because we might be back in the wild card stuff for the Phillies anyway. I mean, I don't think we're gonna catch the Atlanta Braves, but I think we could get to the wild cards and go to the playoffs later on. I think we could do that. We still have a decent amount of baseball left at the time of this video anyway, until the playoffs. So maybe yeah, I'll probably do the Phillies red next time we head to Pocono anyway. Speaking of Pocono, I was actually at Pocono this past weekend, or at the time of I'm recording this anyway. I get to meet my favorite driver, Matty D. It was awesome. I got to see a couple drivers, actually. I got to see Ryan Blaney. I got to see Sage Karam. I was with a friend of mine and my dad. You know, 3 of us actually been to Pocono for the first time ever. We got pit passes and all that stuff, paddock passes or whatever. It was so much fun. As we're about to lap our sponsor objective, that's pretty fun, of course, as always, when you like to lap your sponsor objective. See you later, Ricky Rudd. See you in a retirement home next year. Oh yeah, we clinched those laps led too. Nice. So no matter what, we're getting to 10 points out there. Let's see here. What was I talking about? I was talking about Pocono. I understand. Usually Pocono is not really good in terms of the races I've seen, but this year, I don't know. Besides maybe the ARCA race we saw at 8:30 in the morning, the races have been awesome at the track. I mean, The truck race was really fun to watch, especially with Kyle Busch and Corey Heim at the end, but I did have a problem with Corey Heim with that finish because it seemed like he didn't even try to make a defensive move on Kyle Busch. It just didn't seem to like try to make like any sort of defensive measure. I know for a fact I would. Then again, look what happened to me at Indianapolis and Darlington early in this playthrough, so I won't spoil what happens there, but, you know, and then again, I keep spoiling some of the things like how well we've done anyway. But, yeah, you'll need to watch those videos to find out earlier this season, see like what happened to us anyway, in terms of like how we, how that worked out for us. As for the Xfinity race, I like the race. I kind of want to like the finish, which I do. I do like the finish. But Junior Motorsports just threw away yet another race. Part of me thinks it was because of Allgaier. Part of me is just saying like, hey, Josh Berry didn't close out the roll and just choked another race. I don't know. It's just hard to cheer for JR Motorsports because they should have won Daytona and they effed up because they're all trying to see like who has the bigger hot dog there, and ended up, sure enough, it wasn't any one of them. I just don't see why people dislike Austin Hill, because I know some people have a thing with that. I mean, then again, I don't like Christopher Bell, but I have my own reasons for not liking him. Yeah, I just have my head scratching on certain drivers that people don't like, but I mean, hey, your reasons are your own, just like have my own reasons why I don't like a certain driver. I'm not gonna question that. I'm just gonna say I'm just questioning like why do you not like a certain driver? And Bobby Labonte is pitting very early. Interesting move there. Honestly, I forgot how long this track is. We're actually lapping. I think how many cars have we lapped up to at this point? I kind of lost track. We've lapped a lot of cars. We're actually lapping up to P9. But then again, to be fair, we're having some pit stops as well. So I just didn't think we were going to be having this much of a gap. I'm just rambling about like how my Pocono experience was for the first time ever. Yeah, I never went to Pocono before until that day. It was, let's just say, just watching it compared to watching it on TV. You gotta be at the track, always. It's always gonna be a better experience. In fact, people are having a lot of short pitting. They're trying something anyway. I mean, at this point, you might want to try something different to kind of jump on the field. Sorry that I'm sorry. This race is not that interesting right now. Anyway, it's just me driving around Rockingham, one of my favorite tracks. I wish I could be back on the NASCAR schedule.
23:65.
And I'm just talking about Pocono of all things, because I've been to the track. Like I said, it was a really fun experience. I get to meet the man who actually does my little, you know, like little interview videos that come up with Flat Out Racing Network, Mr. NSCRA himself. I got to see him again. We actually met before at Bristol as well with a couple of other friends. Like I said, it was so much fun. So much fun. You actually, honestly, it's a lot better than just watching it at TV, like Pocono. It's so much better. You actually gotta be there at the track. It's a bit hard to see, especially towards like the tunnel turn area. But it's still like a really, really fun experience. Honestly, I would go again. I would go back to Pocono again. I don't know about next year, but I would like to go back again. Hell, I might make it a yearly thing, actually, just to go to like the Saturday races at Pocono. I don't know about the Sunday races, though. Then again, I did see that race with Hamlin and Larson. It's just one of those reasons why I have a love-hate relationship with Denny Hamlin, though, with what happened there at the Cup race. I mean, it happened today at the time of recording, but I don't know. This is why I have mixed feelings for Denny Hamlin, though, for stuff like this. Like, I want to like the driver. I really do. I like Hamlin as a driver, and I like Hamlin as a person. I love his little podcast that he has there, but that move there he did. I mean, he did the same thing with Ross Chastain a year ago. But the difference was Ross Chastain kind of deserved it. This one with Larson, I don't think so. Not in my eyes anyway. Yeah, imagine talking in a podcast like what I'm doing right now, and racing a NASCAR Thunder 2004 race at the same time. That's how you know. That's how you know you're so bored. I didn't realize I was having a 10-second lead over Dale Earnhardt Jr. This setup and car combination that Marsh and I put together is just that insane. Apparently, we're gonna probably pit the next time by.
Number 40 wants to get by you.
Yeah, fuel tank's almost empty. We're gonna come to the pits this time.
23.79. Awesome.
And I'll probably shut up for a little while, actually, at this point of the video. So, I can just skip to, like, maybe, like, I don't know, 15 laps to go or something. Anyway, we'll just get these tires in, because I know I rambled quite a bit today. Like I said, it's just that boring of a video so far. I might as well just make some filler and just try to talk, like, my little Pocono experience. But yeah, it was super fun. I'll probably go back again, for sure. Maybe next year, actually. I mean, I didn't do, like, a vlog like some people wanted me to do. Not really. I just wanted to enjoy the race. Since this is my first time being there, you know. Alright, good stop here, guys. Oh, no, Jackman. Oh, get back up. Yeah, it's a bit of a mistake on the crew's part. It honestly won't matter that much. Yeah, it's about a second off the expected time, but it's alright. We'll get better next year. During the off-season, we'll do some training.
Careful. Number 10 is still there. 24.6.
Whoopsie daisy. Well, finally, it's something happening in this race. I just gave Kevin Harvick a little bit of a nudge, and it damaged the right front just a tad. Oh well, what can you do? It's not going to affect it too much, I don't think.
All clear, buddy.
Alright, so people are finally coming down pit road. Not Dale Earnhardt Jr., who's leading this race.
23.43.
Keep coming. We're getting there.
Yeah, we're going to obliterate Dale Earnhardt Jr. coming out of the pits.
You're clear.
We're definitely going to obliterate him. No chance whatsoever. Like, we're losing it on the straights because of the little downforce configuration, but in the corners, we're just forgetting about it. And he's coming down the pit road. He knows. He knows if he wants to have any shot, he has to come down now, which is kind of futile, really.
2.89.
Unfortunately for him. Especially while it seemed like the right front damage helped us out a little bit, because that's the fastest lap of the race so far. I wasn't even paying attention. Anyway, we'll just cut it back after a few laps. Well, actually, maybe hold on. I won't cut it off just yet, because we have to cycle out as the leader pretty soon, actually, as well.
Clear all around.
There's Rusty Wallace. That's for P2.
23.6.
And here is Dale Earnhardt Jr. There he is.
Got 3 seconds on it.
So now is where I'll cut off for a little while, because I guess I should probably stop rambling on with this video, because there's nothing happening. I say that, and that happened. I say that, and that happens. Did I just overdrive it into him? I don't know, I'll have to look at the replay. I hate when sometimes when the cars get stuck together like that, because that's exactly what happened. I try to get off of him. Of course, they won't show that part again, but I'll have to look at the footage, like, after when this is all said and done. But either way, definite skill issue moment there, I think, for me. It doesn't really matter. Oh, I guess I won't be going to the pits. And back underway we go. We got about 18 laps to go in this race. Well, literally as I fucking say, there was nothing happening. I caused a little bit of an incident with, it doesn't damage the car that badly anyway, which is what I was afraid of. It didn't seem to do anything that badly, that wreck there, but yeah. Literally as I say there was nothing happening in the race, something happened, because I just slid right into the 9 car, I believe. I think that's what happened. I think I just slid right into him, but it's just one of those things where in the physics engine of Thunder 04 where I have a little bit of an issue with, where the cars just stick together like that, and I really don't appreciate that. Anyway, how many cars on the lead lap still? More than 10 now. I think most of them got the last back, so it's actually 15 cars on the lead lap. That's probably gonna be it for the rest of the race anyway. I don't think
You're flying out there, buddy. Good job.
yeah. I can't believe I just did that though. Like again, like I wrecked from the lead again. Am I really like literally like championship material at this point? Like, come on now. I can't have that happening on a weekly basis. Especially since I'm gonna be, if I'm gonna be dominating these races, I need to close out these races,
Good lap.
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen often in the upcoming races ahead. I think we'll still be fine. I think we'll still win this race, though, because we're just gone in the middle of the corners. Hopefully the tire smoke doesn't be too bad anyway for what happened there. Yeah, coming to about 4 laps to go at this point.
23, 46.
Still really no chance between me and Dale Jr. Speaking of the championship as well, I just don't see anything happening, especially with Dale and her juniors coming in second constantly as well, or second or at least like top 5 constantly. I just don't see any chance of Tony Stewart winning the championship at this point.
23, 45.
Like, we're starting to meet up evenly on time, and that's only because I spun out earlier, because the cars stuck together with me and Mike Bliss. I'm still trying to figure out how the heck did that happen. Like, I'm pretty sure I'll make an editor's note at like some point earlier, maybe earlier in the video, in part of the video anyway, that just diagnose and just decipher what happened anyway. It'll probably happen earlier in the video, like when the incident actually happened. But yeah, that moment though will definitely be short. Like, oh Nick, look Nick, nothing happened. Nothing's happening this race. 2 seconds later, I just stick with Mike Bliss and just spun out. Have a minus 88 Mike Bliss and going to be 68 for the season finale. Oh my lord. What a mess. White flag. Coming to the white flag for our 10th win of the season. It just makes me wish we had these performances earlier, and that's why I said championship time next season. The reason why we're only in 4th, maybe even 3rd now at this point in the season anyway, is because we have so inconsistencies. But hey, I get to finally win at one of my favorite tracks in NASCAR, Rockingham, baby! Yeah! Let's go! Heck yeah! Oh, we gotta do some burnouts here. What gear? Oh, that's the 2nd gear. We gotta go to 1st gear. Stop here, and we'll start to do some burnouts here. Yeah! Oh, Rocky. I gotta make sure I don't blow the engine up, too. We actually need this engine for at least a little while. We can do some smoke, though. Oh, we gotta do something in the grass as well. We gotta go to the grass. Oh. I can save that, but I can't save it on the car. Gotta do something in the grass. Right on the popcorn. Makes the popcorn pop, 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 pop. And, of course, as well, we gotta do the Polish victory lap one more time as well. Gotta make sure the engines don't rev up too high as we fastly drive through 3 and 4. I can't do like one of those crazy burnouts, and I love the scoreboard that's right there. Actually, I love the detail, like saying like, hey, the 56 car is leading the race, the 8 cars in 2nd or whatnot. I love those little details like that. It just makes a racing game like so like much more cooler back then, you know. It's the little things that make my heart, you know, glow up a little bit. And we're gonna park it right here on the front stretch. Yeah!
The yellow didn't wave as much as usual.
Well, I can assure you all those guys who finished in the back would like to have seen more cautions. Gives them a chance to make adjustments without the penalty of going a lap down. They just didn't have that luxury this time.
The MBNA car gets the win.
And rightfully so. He was fast all race long. That whole team deserves a lot of credit for a great win.
The 56 car now has one less friend in the garage area.
I'm not sure how all this got started, but now that they have a little history on the track, it'll be something to watch in the weeks ahead.
For the 10th time this season, we got the MBNA Chevrolet in victory lane. Oh, to joy once again. I can't forget that saying like we did last time whatsoever. Yeah, everyone's wearing white because of the paint scheme, where the black should be. It probably should be the primary color, not the side, which is really weird. Anyway, gonna go drink some of the victory beer or champagne. Give a little smooch to the Winston Cup girl. And gets the trophy is not a popcorn bag, which I'm a little disappointed about. But hey, I love the fact that they get trophies like this, though. Details like this just makes me miss, like, you know, a little bit more on the NASCAR game side, where They have the accurate trophies. Like most of the NASCAR games will have the Harley J. Earl trophy, of course, the Daytona 500 trophy, and all that. Hey, look at that. We don't have any prestige bonus for some reason. Oh, there's my phone going off. Just utter domination. There's just no about it. We let basically all the green flag laps, besides the caution laps anyway, that happened between, I guess, Earnhardt and Harvick there. Literally no one else led laps. Labonte gets himself a top 10 and 9th place, and that's where he's at in points. We lapped up to 15 at one point, or like 9th or 12th at one point, but had a little bit of a skill issue there moment with the 9 car. I gotta stop having those. I really gotta stop having those little skill issue moments though in this point in the race. Yeah, only 2 cars DNF'd with Jimmy Johnson and Elliott Sadler. I was off camera actually doing that anyway. But yeah, let's just get ready for Homestead. I'm sure if this was like some sort of certain other, championship format, we would actually be in the Final Four here at Homestead. Pretty much, let's see, who would be in the Final Four actually? Let's see, if this was in an alternate universe, like the round would be Earnhardt, the round would be Atlanta, Phoenix, and Rockingham, and of course the Final Four being Homestead. So definitely 2 people would advance. That would be Earnhardt and myself. I want to say, I think either like Tony Stewart and maybe Jeff Gordon. Oh, I think it's over, guys. Not quite. But Stewart would probably need to win this next upcoming race, and Earnhardt needs to DNF. Like, there's no about it. Earnhardt needs to DNF in order to just to have Tony Stewart to have a legitimate fighting chance. I mean, we're only 10 points back behind Jeff Gordon, and Kevin Harvick's officially mathematically eliminated. We could go steal P4 championship off of Jeff Gordon after this one last race with that 10th win. Yeah, 10 wins, 19 top 5s, and 23 top 10s with an average finish of 9.2. That's still pretty good. Yeah, we like these two. Like Stewart needs to have a hope for a miracle. Hey, I swear I've seen a few. Yeah, only one last race to go in the season anyway. I'm very excited for the season finale and see what plans we have for 2006 anyway. But in case you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. It helps out the channel quite a bit, and I hope you like listening to me ramble the part of that video because there's nothing to talk about. We'll see you guys for the season finale of Season 3 at Homestead next time. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.